Yeah? I'll see what I can do. Show me the evidence. Looks like Kathy Bird isn't telling us everything. I'll have the judge issue the warrant.
All right, Miss Bird. We know you were at Aurelia's last night. Why don't you tell us what happened?
I already told you. I worked late at Pleasure City, and then I went straight home.
But somehow your DNA took a detour to the Cupid suite? Strange. Perhaps you'd care to try again. Once more. With feeling?
Geez, all right, I was there. I just didn't want the hassle from you guys, but... whatever. Look, I'm not supposed to dance for customers outside the club. It's a strict policy. My boss will fire me when he finds out. But this Dominguez guy had a lot of cash because he sold his car or truck or something, and he's leaving his wife, yada, yada, yada.
You don't need to spare us the details.
Lynn and I agreed to give the guy a 2-girl show at the hotel, but the guy ran out of money. So I was like, Lynn, let's bounce. But she started to have a thing for the guy. I don't know. I just wanted to get the hell out of there, so I went home. That's the God's honest truth. Why do you need that? Shouldn't you be looking for the killer? This is a total waste of time. Lynn was still with that guy when I took off. I left before he slashed her.
How do you explain Lynn's blood in your shower?
You guys are reaching here. I'm not even a lawyer, and I could say, well, she cut herself. Or it was that time of the month. Or you guys planted evidence. Pick any one of those, why don't you? Like I said, I left before he slashed her.
How do you explain the glass shard in your room?
Look, I'm not the only one who comes to my apartment, all right? Anybody could have dragged a piece of glass in. I didn't put it there.
All right, cut the attitude. You've done nothing but lie to us from word one. So I think the district attorney is going to want to throw in a couple of obstruction charges on top of first-degree murder. You're at the hotel, and you cleaned Lynn's blood off you when you got home. You thought if you just washed it down the drain, no one would know the difference. You probably didn't realize you still had a piece of the murder weapon on your clothes. Well, welcome to the wonderful world of forensic science, lady. I really hope you enjoy the rest of your life in prison.
Wait! I was there when Lynn was killed, but I swear to God it wasn't me. It was Charlie. Charlie killed her. And he said he'd kill me too if I told anyone. Okay, so we're partying. But then this Dominguez guy, like I told you, he totally runs out of cash. And I'm like, party's over, dude. And, you know, I say, Lynn, let's get out of here. But dude's not taking the last call for an answer, and he starts getting rough, you know? And we get into it. Then Charlie comes running in, and he hits the guy in the head with a damn ashtray. Totally knocks him out. Now, I know Charlie because I've been to the suites a few times before, but maybe he was high or something, because he started yelling at me and Lynn. He wanted all her cash and drugs and booze, and I mean, he even tried to take her purses.
Let me guess. Lynn didn't want to give up her purse.
That's right. I gave up mine, but Lynn wouldn't. Charlie went crazy. He picked up a chunk from that broken ashtray and he... Oh my God! I loved Lynn. She was my friend. She didn't deserve that.
So when you called the police... Oh, wait, that's right. You didn't call the police.
Charlie said he'd kill me if I went to the cops. He said I'd get it worse than Lynn, and then he told me he'd cover for both of us. He'd just make it look like the Dominguez guy did it. Here, my cell phone. He left me a voicemail. Listen to it yourself if you don't believe me.
Hey, Kat. I'm calling because you and I both know what happened last night was no accident, right? So I just want you to know you better keep your promise, all right? That way, I keep mine, and we're cool, okay? Okay. That's it.
What do you think? It sounds like a threat, but I just have a hard time imagining Charlie really intimidating Kathy. I would think, if anything, it would be the other way around, but I suppose anything's possible. Let's see what Brass thinks.
Hey. I'm gonna need to see some evidence before I go to a judge. Well, appearances might be deceiving, but that sounds like Charlie Steer has something to confess. I'll see what I can do.
Mr. Steer, we heard the message you left on Kathy Bird's cell phone.
You gotta be kidding. She played it for you, didn't she? Damn it!
Well, if it's any consolation, our threat seemed a little more convincing than yours.
What did she tell you?
Something about how badly you needed a purse, and how you stabbed Lynn Bowder in the throat to get one.
What?
You don't look like much, Charlie, so I get it. After you left the voicemail, you wanted to make absolutely sure Kathy understood you weren't playing games, so you paid her a little visit. You know, it's just bad luck that we were there at the apartment when you did.
No! Look, you got it all wrong, man. I didn't kill that girl. Kat killed her.
It's your classic he said, she said.
Yeah, but Kat called me to the room, man. That's how it went down. And that blonde chick, I mean, she was already lying there on the bed. She was dead when I walked in there, man. You gotta believe me. I just wanted to talk to her. Jeez. But she blows me off, then you guys show up. I step right in the mud. My what?
You know, your limos, your kicks. Isn't that what the kids are calling them these days? Hand them over, Charlie.
Oh, you gotta be... Okay, fine.
Charlie was pretty twitchy. I wonder if he dropped some of his stash. I think you just found the missing piece to this puzzle. Nice work. Found traces of identical carpet cleaner on both the floor of the crime scene and on Charlie Steer's shoe. I thought he said cleaning was the maid's job. We should be able to get that print now. There you go. Good as new. You gotta love it when you pull a fingerprint off the murder weapon. Now, let's hope we get a match.
Hello there, I don't believe we've met. I'm Dr. Raymond Langston.
Working on some fingerprints there, Doc?
One fingerprint in particular, actually. I managed to pull a partial off a cannoli that might be our murder weapon. But I don't think there are enough identifiable minutiae to make a match. Care to take a crack at it?
proves Kathy Bird handled the murder weapon. You got it.
You did it. Thank you. You just helped me solve this case.
Manipulating evidence isn't usually what you want to do if you're innocent.
What are you talking about? I didn't clean up the crime scene.
I'd say you cleaned up to make yourself look less guilty.
No way. That's not how it happened. I did help clean up, but Kat killed that blonde.
So instead of calling the cops, you helped her cover up a murder? Why should we believe that?
Cause I love her, man, okay? It's crazy, I know. Kat comes to the hotel all the time with all kinds of dudes, and we have this kind of, well, arrangement. I give her the room off the books, and she kicks me back some cash from her dates. Sometimes she even gives me, well, you know, like I said, we have an arrangement, man.
So that's why Dominguez didn't have to register?
Yeah, I'll admit it. I confess, I stole from the hotel. Great, but I swear on my grandmother's grave, I did not kill that chick. I'll take a lie detector. I'll do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying?
If you love Kathy enough to cover up a murder for her, why threaten her?
It's pathetic, right? I'm in love with her, and she just laughs at me, man. But what can I do? Last night she calls me, right? And she says she needs me. I go in the room, and, oh my God, all that blood. And Kat's standing there, right? And she's just a mess. Completely helpless. And I get to be her Superman. I mean, who wouldn't want that job, right? I could save her. I say I'll clean up. I'll clean it all up. I'll pretend I never saw her, and I'll make it kind of look like the Mexican did it, you know? So she says, what would I do without you? You see, the deal was, we'd cover for each other, okay? But I always knew. I knew she wouldn't keep her word. In the back of my mind, I knew. You know what I'm saying? That's why I called her. That's why I showed up at her place. I knew. I knew she'd never keep her word. I was just hoping. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I took it, and I tried to use it. Damn. I needed to get high to try to forget the whole thing, you know? I don't know. I know that this Lynn chick, I guess when she came to town, I didn't see Kat for a while. Then, like, out of nowhere, man, I see Kat with this chick and this Mexican dude at the hotel, and it's, you know, it's like the normal routine. And she says, hey, Charlie, give him the special.
What do you need? Okay, meet me in interrogation.
Yeah, really? Well, that's what I told you. He killed her and then he covered it up.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to charge him with Lynn's murder.
Why? Why are you doing this to me? You have no proof. I never touched that ashtray.
Because your fingerprint is on the murder weapon, Kathy. You killed Lynn.
I just wish we could go back. 2 years ago, Lynn and I were together. I loved her so much, and I know it wasn't easy for her to be open about us, but I could never understand why she left me for that idiot. I mean, she even married the guy, and then he ships off to the Middle East for forever, and she can't take it anymore, so she comes back here. I was just hoping we could be together again. That's all.
Yeah, but it didn't work out that way.
No, but she said that's what she wanted. She wanted us to get back together again. And then she changed her mind again. Suddenly, she didn't want to be with me. She wanted to go home. She wanted to wait for her husband to come home. She said she wasn't being fair to him. Wasn't being fair to him? What about me?
You wanted to pick things up where you left off. Living together, working together. Is that why you two took Iram Dominguez to the fantasy suites?
Yeah, I convinced her to come out. I even got her the wedding dress. It was stupid, but that dress was real, you know? I wanted her to wear it when we got married.
So you two danced for Dominguez and then he runs out of money, right?
Yeah, and when I tried to kick his ass out, he got pissed and tried to take Lynn. I tried to stop him. The guy was short but strong. He threw me across the room. I got up and I hit him with the ashtray. It shattered all over the place, but I knocked him out.
You saved her.
She looked so fragile, so helpless, lying there on the bed. I told her I would always protect her. I would always take care of her, and I reached out to her to take her into my arms. She pushed me away. She pushed me away. And I don't know why, but I couldn't take it. I just couldn't. She was so cold. How could she? She broke my heart. She broke my heart. Do you know what that's like?
Yes. Yes, I do. It's like mourning someone who died.
Oh, Lynn, why?
DA is filing a second-degree murder charge against Kathy Bird. Charles Steer is going to be charged with accessory after the fact. Good job on this one.
I gotta say, this one really belongs to you. Great work. We're lucky to have you on the team.